All right, so we're diving into the world of starch converting operators today,
That's right.
getting you prepped for those interviews.
Absolutely, using some great insights from RoleCatcher.
Yeah, it's not just about like knowing the answers. It's about
It's about
understanding what they're really looking for in this role.
the whole picture,
The whole picture.
what the role is, and what interviewers are looking for.
So let's unpack that a little bit.
Okay.
What does a starch converting operator actually do?
Yeah.
RoleCatcher talks about these like bustling food processing facilities,
Yeah.
the hum of machinery.
Right.
It sounds like more than just pushing buttons here.
Oh, way more.
Yeah.
I mean, imagine a huge facility converters whirring away,
Okay.
and you're responsible for that whole starch conversion process.
Wow.
Monitoring those converters, controlling things like temperature, pressure, making sure the final product is pure.
Okay.
It's where chemistry meets food production.
That's really cool. So you're not just an operator. You're like a scientist,
Mm-hmm.
a quality control expert.
Exact problem solver.
All in one. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
You're essentially responsible for transforming that raw starch into those key ingredients.
Right.
We see everywhere, glucose, corn syrup,
Mm-hmm.
you name it, things that touch so many parts of the food industry.
And that's where those interview questions
Yes.
come in, right? They
Mhm.
want to know, can you actually handle this?
For sure.
RoleCatcher highlighted a few key questions
Yep.
that they tend to ask. Let's jump into those. I think we want to spend
Yeah,
a good chunk of our time here
absolutely.
because these are key to nailing.
Preparation is everything.
Yeah.
So let's start with one you'll likely hear. Tell me about your experience working with starch conversion processes.
Okay. Seems pretty straightforward, but what are they really looking for here?
They want to see if you actually understand the core process,
Mm-hmm.
if you've got hands-on experience.
Okay.
This isn't the time to be vague.
So, like, I worked with converters.
Yeah, that's not good.
Not going to cut it.
Not really, no. This is your time to shine. We'll
Right.
talk about specific examples of operating converters,
Mm-hmm.
monitoring those critical parameters, temperature, pressure, pH,
Okay.
and how you ensure that final product was pure.
Got it.
Bonus points if you can talk about any problem solving you did or improvements you made to the process.
Oh, that's smart. Okay, so really showcase those skills.
Yes.
Don't just tell them.
Exactly. Show, don't tell.
So don't tell.
That's the key.
Love it. RoleCatcher also mentions a potential follow-up question. What are some challenges you've faced in maintaining product purity?
That's a good one.
Yeah.
They want to know you understand those potential pitfalls
Uh-huh.
and that you can think on your feet.
Okay.
Think of a specific time you had a challenge with purity and how you tackled it.
Okay, so prep for that one too.
Yes.
All right, let's move on to another one.
Okay.
From RoleCatcher's list.
Sure.
This one seems a bit more technical. Describe a time you had to troubleshoot an issue with a converter. How did you solve it?
Okay.
So this is all about those problem-solving skills. Problem-solving.
Technical know-how.
And technical know-how, yeah. They want to know you can handle those tricky situations that
Yes.
inevitably pop up.
So walk me through how to approach this one.
Okay, so think back to a real problem you faced
Mm-hmm.
and use the STAR method to structure your response.
The STAR method, remind me what that stands for again.
Situation,
Okay.
task, action, result.
Okay.
So first, set the scene, what was going on with the converter.
Got it.
Then, what was your task? What did you need to do to address the issue?
Oh, yeah.
Next, what specific actions did you take to solve it?
Mm-hmm.
What steps did you follow?
Okay.
And finally, what was the outcome?
Right.
Did you fix it?
Yeah.
Did you learn something valuable?
Okay. I like that STAR method. It really paints a picture.
It does.
Yeah.
It gives them a clear roadmap.
Any likely follow-up questions on this one?
They might ask, what did you learn from this experience?
Oh, interesting.
They're looking for someone who not only solves problems, but learns and grows from them.
I like that. Okay, so highlight that growth.
Yes.
Got it. Now, shifting gears a bit here to something that's obviously crucial
Yeah.
in any food production setting.
Absolutely.
Safety.
Critical.
RoleCatcher mentions this question. How do you ensure you are following safety protocols and maintaining a clean work environment?
Oh.
So it's not just about knowing the rules.
No, it's about demonstrating that genuine commitment
Right.
to safety.
It's more than just saying, I follow the rules.
Definitely show them, your stuff.
Okay.
Mention safety regulations like HACCP.
HACCP. Do you know what that stands for, by the way?
I honestly don't.
Okay.
Well, it's not
thing.
something I
Mhm.
encounter often.
You encounter every day.
No.
HACCP stands for Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Points.
Okay.
It's a system for ensuring food safety by identifying potential hazards and putting controls in place to prevent them.
Okay.
So mentioning your familiarity with HACCP shows you're serious about food safety.
Got it. So I should throw that in there.
Okay, back to answering the question then.
Right. Talk about specific protocols you follow.
Okay.
Like wearing protective gear, maintaining hygiene, keeping your workspace clean and organized.
Okay.
It all shows you're proactive about safety.
So it's about checking all those boxes,
Yes.
regulation,
Protocols.
proactive mindset.
A proactive mindset, exactly.
Any tricky follow-up questions here?
They might ask, what would you do if you noticed a coworker not adhering to safety protocols?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, this one's about leadership and responsibility.
Okay,
They want to know that you'll take action to ensure everyone's safety.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've covered 3 big questions so far.
Yes.
Really getting into the nitty-gritty
The nitty-gritty.
of what they're going to be looking for.
Absolutely.
But before we tackle more, can we talk about RoleCatcher's AI?
Yes.
How does that play into all of this?
It's a game changer, honestly. It's like
Sure.
having a personalized career coach in your pocket. Imagine this. You're applying for a specific starch converting operator position.
Okay.
RoleCatcher's AI analyzes the job description, figures out the exact skills and experience they're looking for, and then helps you tailor your resume and cover letter to match perfectly.
So it's helping you put your best foot forward,
Exactly.
making sure you stand out.
And making sure you stand out from the crowd, yeah.
Okay.
And it goes beyond just resumes and cover letters.
Oh, really?
Remember those interview questions we've been dissecting?
Yes.
RoleCatcher's AI can help you craft strong answers
Okay.
that are tailored to the specific role.
So it's not just generic advice.
No,
It's specific.
it's specifically targeted to the job you're applying for.
Wow.
You got it. And here's the best part.
Okay.
You can practice your answers, record them, and get AI-powered feedback.
That's amazing.
Think of it like a virtual mock interview with an expert who knows exactly what interviewers are looking for.
That is incredibly useful.
It is.
Okay, so we've got a good grasp, I think, on what starch converting operators do.
Yeah.
We've tackled a few common questions.
have.
But before we jump into more of those questions, I want to touch on the career path itself.
Good point.
Acing the interview is just the first step.
It is.
You need to understand that bigger picture.
Right. You got to see the bigger picture.
RoleCatcher's Guide breaks down the career path
Yeah.
into different stages. Let's start with the basics.
Okay.
What can someone just starting out expect?
Right. So entry-level positions will focus on the practical stuff,
Okay.
operating those converters, assisting senior operators,
Okay.
doing routine tests to make sure everything's running smoothly and the product is up to par.
Got it.
It's about mastering those fundamentals and proving yourself.
Gaining that hands-on experience and showing you're
Exactly.
capable.
Exactly.
What about someone who wants to move up the ladder?
Sure.
What are the potential paths for advancement?
There are a lot of exciting possibilities.
Oh, sweet.
You could become a team leader, a supervisor, even a manager, overseeing that whole starch conversion process.
Wow.
The key here is continuous learning.
Okay.
Keep taking courses, attending workshops, stay on top of the latest industry trends. It makes you incredibly valuable.
So it's not just about experience.
Right.
It's about constantly expanding that knowledge.
It is. Expanding your knowledge skill set, staying up to date,
Yeah.
showing that you're committed to being a lifelong learner.
Love it. And RoleCatcher also emphasizes showcasing your capabilities.
Yes.
Go beyond just doing your job.
Right. Go above and beyond.
Create a portfolio showcasing successful projects or research you've done.
Exactly.
Let potential employers see your passion and expertise.
So your passion.
Okay, so it's about taking initiative,
Yeah.
showing you're invested.
Absolutely.
What about networking?
Networking is crucial.
Go.
Connect with people in food processing and manufacturing. Go to industry events, job fairs, even engage online. You never know what opportunities might come your way.
That's great advice.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got starting out, climbing the ladder, networking, all great insights.
Yeah.
Can we get a bit more specific, though,
Sure.
about the day-to-day reality of the job? RoleCatcher mentions these food processing facilities.
Yeah.
Are we talking factories, plants? What's the environment like?
Think bustling facilities,
Okay.
often quite large, with the constant hum of machinery.
Okay.
You'll be working with a team to keep those converters running smoothly.
Got it.
It can be physically demanding at times.
Okay.
You're on your feet lifting things, operating equipment.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, safety is paramount.
Right.
You're working with chemicals and machinery.
Yeah.
So adhering to those safety protocols is non-negotiable.
It sounds like a job that requires both mental and physical stamina.
Yeah.
Attention to detail is crucial.
Absolutely. And let's be real.
Yeah.
Not every day is going to be a walk in the park.
Right. What are some of the challenges someone might face in this role?
What are some of those curveballs you might encounter?
Maintaining consistent product quality and purity can be a challenge.
Okay.
It's a delicate process.
Mm-hmm.
Any slight variation can throw things off.
Yeah.
You need to be a master troubleshooter,
Okay.
ready to tackle any equipment issues that pop up.
Right.
And of course, there's always the pressure of complying with safety and regulatory standards.
Makes sense.
So yeah, it's a demanding job, but it's also very rewarding.
Yeah, it sounds like a role that demands adaptability,
For sure.
problem-solving mindset.
Problem solving is key.
But for someone who likes a challenge
Yeah.
and seeing the results of their work,
Absolutely.
this could be a great fit.
This could be a perfect fit.
Okay, before we move on to more of those interview questions, let's quickly recap what we've covered so far.
Okay, that's good.
We've talked about what a starch converting operator actually does.
Right.
And it's more than just pushing buttons.
It's about understanding the science, ensuring quality,
Yeah,
being a problem solver.
absolutely.
We've also tackled 3 big interview questions,
We did.
highlighting the importance of specific examples
Specific example.
and the STAR method.
Yes, the STAR method is great.
Love the STAR method.
It's a lifesaver.
And we've explored the career path itself,
We have.
from entry level to those senior positions.
Yeah.
We talked about the importance of continuous learning,
Mm-hmm.
showcasing your skills,
Showcasing those skills.
and networking.
Right.
Perfect. So now, are you ready to dive into some more
Let's do it.
of those challenging interview questions?
Bring them on. Hashtag TTS, the Deep Dive, episode 2024-1023, part 2 of 3.
All right, let's tackle another question that often pops up in these interviews.
Okay.
Why are you interested in this specific starch converting operator position?
Okay. This seems like one of those questions where they're trying to catch you off guard.
It can feel that way, but it's actually a great opportunity to show them you've done your homework and that you're genuinely interested in this role at this company.
So how do I make my answer stand out?
Research is key.
Okay.
Look at the company's website, their mission values,
Okay.
and the specific products they make.
Got it.
What resonates with you?
Okay.
Then connect your skills and experiences to their needs.
So tailor my response
Is that it?
to the company
To the company.
and highlight that connection.
Exactly.
What else should I keep in mind?
Enthusiasm.
Okay.
Let your passion for the industry shine through.
Okay.
Be specific about what excites you about starch conversion. Maybe it's the science, the problem-solving aspect, or the impact these products have on the food industry.
Right.
Whatever it is, let them see your genuine interest.
Okay. Enthusiasm, specificity,
Specificity.
and research.
Research. Those are the key ingredients.
Got it. What about potential follow-up questions?
They might ask, what do you know about our company?
Oh, okay.
This is your chance to show off that research you did.
Right. Be ready to talk about their products, their history.
Okay.
Anything that demonstrates you've taken the time to understand their business.
So be prepared to, drop some knowledge bombs.
Okay.
Link it back to why you're interested.
Connect the dots.
Okay, love it. Let's move on to another one.
All right.
That can be a bit tricky.
Okay.
What are your salary expectations?
The dreaded salary question.
Yeah, I always get a little nervous with this one.
It's understandable to feel uneasy, but remember it's a two-way street.
Okay.
They're trying to see if your expectations align with their budget.
So what's the best way to answer this without underselling myself?
Right.
Or pricing myself out of the running?
Research is your best friend here.
Okay.
Look up industry benchmarks. Average salaries for starch converting operators in your region.
Right.
Websites like Glassdoor and salary.com are great resources for this.
Got it. So I should come armed with data.
Yes. Come prepared.
Then what?
Instead of throwing out a specific number right away, try providing a range
Okay.
based on your research and experience.
Okay.
You can say something like, based on my experience and industry standards, I'm looking for a salary in the range of.
It seems like a good strategy.
It is.
It gives you some wiggle room
It does.
while still showing that you've done your homework.
Exactly.
And be ready to justify your range.
Of course.
Highlight those skills, experience, and qualifications
Absolutely.
that make you a valuable asset.
Show them your worth.
And what about those potential follow-up questions?
They might ask about your salary history
Oh, yeah.
or try to negotiate.
Mm-hmm.
Be honest and transparent about your past earnings, but don't feel pressured to accept an offer that's significantly below your worth.
Right. Know your worth.
Know your worth.
Be prepared to negotiate.
Be prepared to negotiate.
Okay, now let's talk about a question that focuses on those personal qualities.
Okay.
Those soft skills that are so important in any job.
Absolutely.
What are your strengths and weaknesses?
The classic strengths and weaknesses question.
Everyone dreads this one.
Yeah.
How do you answer it honestly without shooting yourself in the foot?
The key is honesty,
Okay.
but framed in a way that highlights why you're a good fit for this role.
Okay.
When you talk about strengths, choose qualities that are directly relevant to being a successful starch converting operator and back them up with concrete examples.
So if I'm a great troubleshooter, I might talk about a time I solved a really tricky issue with a converter.
Exactly. That shows them you have the skills they're looking for.
Got it.
Now, when it comes to weaknesses,
Okay.
choose something you're actively working on improving.
Okay.
It shows self-awareness and a commitment to growth.
So instead of that cliche, I'm a perfectionist,
Right.
I might say I sometimes get bogged down in details,
Yeah.
but I'm learning to prioritize and delegate more effectively.
Much better.
Okay.
It shows, your areas for improvement and you're taking steps to address them.
That makes a lot of sense. Are there any likely follow-up questions on this one?
They might dig deeper into your examples
Okay.
or ask how you're working on that weakness you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
Be prepared to elaborate and show them you're committed to personal and professional growth.
Okay. Honesty, relevance, and a growth mindset.
Growth mindset is key.
Got one more question before we move on.
Okay.
This one seems especially relevant in today's world.
All right.
How do you stay updated on industry trends and advancements in technology?
This is a great question.
Yeah.
It tells the interviewer you're interested in continuous learning and that you want to stay ahead of the curve.
Right, because the world of starch conversion is constantly changing, right?
Absolutely. So highlight your proactive approach to staying informed.
Okay.
Mention specific resources you rely on. Do you read industry journals?
Okay.
Are you part of any online forums or professional organizations?
Okay.
Do you attend conferences, workshops, webinars?
Got it.
Tell them.
So show them you're actively seeking out that knowledge,
Yes.
keeping your skills sharp.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to mention any personal projects or research you've done related to starch conversion.
Oh, okay.
It shows initiative and a deep interest in the field.
Be specific. Highlight that commitment
Yes.
to continuous learning.
Continuous learning is key.
Any potential follow-up questions on this one?
They might ask about a specific trend or technology impacting the industry.
Okay.
So be prepared to share your thoughts based on your research.
All right, before we move on to more interview questions, I want to circle back to RoleCatcher's AI tools.
Okay.
How can those help someone prepare for these specific questions?
Think of it as a personalized interview coach,
Okay.
right at your fingertips.
I like that.
RoleCatcher's AI analyzes job descriptions to identify those key skills and experiences the employer is looking for.
Got it.
Then it can suggest tailored responses to those common interview questions,
Okay.
like the ones we've been going over.
It's like having a secret weapon
It is.
to help you craft the perfect answers.
Exactly. And it's not just about generic responses.
That's
It
right.
takes your unique skills and experience into account to create answers specific to your situation.
Wow.
It can even point out potential weaknesses in your responses
Not really.
and offer suggestions for improvement.
That is amazing.
It's like having a virtual mock interview with an expert who knows exactly what those hiring managers are looking for.
And you can do it anytime, anywhere.
Well,
Right?
absolutely. RoleCatcher's AI takes all the guesswork out of interview prep and gives you that extra confidence boost you need.
That is so valuable.
It is. All right. Are you ready for some more of those interview questions?
Let's do it. Hashtag TTS The Deep Dive, episode 2024-1023, part 3 of 3.
Okay. How about this question? Describe your experience with quality control procedures in starch conversion.
Quality control. Got to make sure those final products are top-notch.
Absolutely.
What are they really trying to gauge with this one?
They want to see if you understand that quality control isn't just an afterthought. It's baked into every single step of the process, from the moment those raw materials come in to the final product testing.
Makes sense.
It's about proving you're meticulous, detail-oriented, and that you take pride in producing high-quality glucose or corn syrup.
Okay, so how do you showcase that effectively
Yeah.
in an interview setting?
Think back to specific instances where you played a key role in quality control.
Okay.
Did you catch a potential issue with a batch of starch? implement a new testing procedure that boosted accuracy.
Okay.
Those are the kinds of stories that will grab their attention.
It's about going beyond just saying, I follow procedures.
Right.
And actually highlighting those times you went above and beyond.
Exactly. And don't forget to mention any relevant certifications or training you have in quality control.
Oh, right.
Things like HACCP or ISO standards.
Got it.
It shows you're not just talking the talk.
Yeah.
You've got the knowledge and commitment to back it up.
Makes sense. Expertise, experience, examples.
So winning combo.
Winning combo. Love it.
Any potential follow-up questions to watch out for?
Yeah, what about those?
You might get hit with a scenario-based question like, what steps would you take if a batch of product failed to meet quality standards?
Ooh, okay.
It's testing your problem-solving skills and how well you understand those QC procedures.
So be prepared to walk them through your thought process.
Yes.
Step by step.
Step by step.
From identifying the problem to finding the solution.
Exactly. Show them you can think critically, figure out what went wrong, and take the right steps to fix it.
Okay, got it. Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about teamwork.
Okay.
After all, Starch Conversion isn't a solo act, right?
Absolutely. It's a team effort all the way. So interviewers want to know that you can thrive in that kind of environment.
Yeah.
Be prepared for a question like, describe a time you had to work as part of a team to achieve a goal. What was your role and what challenges did you face?
Okay, this is a classic one to gauge your interpersonal skills, your ability to collaborate, and how you handle those inevitable challenges that pop up when you're working with a group of people.
Exactly. So pick an example that showcases your strengths as a team player.
Okay.
Maybe you had to troubleshoot a complex issue together, implement a new process, or meet a tight deadline.
Okay.
Emphasize your contributions, how you communicated effectively, and how you all worked together to overcome obstacles.
It's about painting that picture of yourself.
Yes.
As someone who can contribute, communicate, and solve problems collaboratively.
Exactly. And don't forget to mention any lessons you learn from that team experience.
Oh, right.
It shows you're reflective and always striving to improve.
Teamwork, communication, contributions, and lessons learned.
Hit all those key points.
All those key points. Any sneaky follow-up questions?
They might ask about your preferred team working style.
Okay.
Or how you handle conflict within a team.
Right.
Be honest and genuine in your response. And demonstrate that you can navigate those interpersonal dynamics effectively.
Okay, so be prepared to talk about your teamwork style.
Yes.
And how you handle those tricky situations that can arise.
Right. It's all about showing them you can not only do the technical work, but that you can also be a valuable and reliable member of their team.
Okay, now before we wrap up this whole deep dive,
Sure.
I want to circle back to something we touched on earlier.
Okay.
Staying up to date with industry trends.
Absolutely.
It seems like that's really crucial in this field.
It is. The world of starch conversion is constantly evolving with new technologies and techniques popping up all the time.
Exactly. So how can someone show the interviewer that they're committed to continuous learning on staying ahead of the curve, that they're not going to fall behind?
It's all about showcasing that proactive approach to professional development.
Okay.
Talk about those industry conferences you attend, the trade publications you read, any online forums you participate in. Are you taking online courses to expand your knowledge?
Right.
Let them know.
So it's about actively seeking out those opportunities to learn and grow.
Yes.
Not just waiting for them to come to you.
Right. And come prepared to discuss specific trends or technologies that are making waves in the industry. Show the interviewer that you're not just aware of these advancements, but that you're thinking critically about how they might impact the future of starch conversion.
Great advice. It shows you're engaged and passionate about this field.
It does. And remember, continuous learning isn't just about impressing interviewers. It's about staying at the top of your game and ensuring you have a long and successful career in this field.
Well said. All right, before we officially wrap up our deep dive, I want to leave our listener with one final thought-provoking question.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Lay it on me.
As technology continues to advance at this crazy pace, what skills do you think will become even more important for starch converting operators down the road?
That's an excellent question. While the technical know-how will always be the foundation, I think adaptability, problem-solving, and beta analysis skills will become even more critical as automation plays a bigger and bigger role.
So it's not just about knowing how to operate the machinery.
No.
It's about being able to analyze data, troubleshoot, those increasingly complex systems.
Right.
And roll with the punches as new tech comes along.
Exactly. The starch converting operators of the future will need to be tech-savvy, critical thinkers, and those who can bridge the gap between human expertise and those increasingly automated processes.
It's really exciting to think about the future of this industry.
It is.
And those who are ready to embrace these changes and keep learning will be leading the way.
I agree. And that concludes our deep dive into the world of starch converting operators.
Wow.
We've covered a lot of ground today, from really understanding this role to mastering those tricky interview questions. Remember, preparation is your biggest ally.
Yes.
And resources like RoleCatcher can be that secret weapon that helps you land your dream job.
Absolutely. So go out there, show them what you've got, and knock that interview out of the park.
And keep learning, keep growing, and keep those converters running smoothly. We'll see you on the next deep dive.